Today's review focuses on the Behringer Vocoder VC340, a modern take on a classic instrument originally released by Roland in 1979. The vocoder was a huge success when it came out, but it was only produced for about 2 years, up until 1980-1981. The Behringer recreation lops off 1 octave, giving you still a full 3-octave keyboard with full-size keys, which is nice, and the 3 sections the vocoder was famous for, most notably strings, human voice or choir section, and obviously the vocoder section itself. Included in the Behringer recreation or tribute, whatever you want to call it, is the classic Bucket Brigade chorus ensemble effect, which is really where the magic kicks in. In the next slide, you'll see some of the specs for the new Behringer vocoder, and then we'll take a listen to each of the 3 sections: the strings, the human voice with ensemble and without, and of course the vocoder, so we can make some cool robot sounds. As you can see, the vocoder is now on, and we're going to turn on just the string section. You have the option with these green buttons of engaging either the lower or upper registers, and the split is indicated on the keyboard, and you can adjust the attack for a slower attack, for a more natural string sound, and the tone, which is basically a brightness control. So let's hear how some of this sounds. So we're going to give a listen to the string section, just a quick D minor chord, just to hear a block chord and how it sounds. Now we have all registers on, and we'll play with the attack, but just to let you know, the ensemble effect is always on the string section, so you're always going to get the chorus sound. So let's hear a big block chord, and then we'll make some adjustments. So that's the string section on the vocoder. One of the things you can do is adjust the attack. So let's play that chord again, maybe down a register. Let's add a slower attack so the volume builds gradually. More like a pad sound. Now if we take the attack down to 0, it's going to be instantaneous. So let's hear that again. Just on right away and with more attack. And you can hear it build. The tone function on the string section is basically just brightness control, nothing exciting there. So we'll move right along to the human voice section. Now this is my favorite section other than the vocoder, of course. In fact, it might actually be my favorite section. If you need a cool choir effect, you can go for that mellotron sound, which is really classic, or you can go for the vocoder human voice sound. So let's engage the male voices in both 8-foot and 4-foot registers, and the 8-foot male voice in the upper split, as well as the female 4-foot voice in the upper split. Now you're going to hear it first with a big block chord with no ensemble effect, and you may not like it, but bear with me. So again, we'll just do a D minor chord, and we'll add a little bit on top. We have a long release on, so you can hear that sort of decay and reverberate. Yeah, that wasn't so great, but one of the magic things about this is, like I had mentioned earlier, that Bucket Brigade circuitry, which adds the ensemble effect. So we're going to engage the ensemble, and we're going to play a big block chord again with this choir, all voices on, and you'll be able to spot the difference pretty much right away. So here we go. Now, just like the string section, you have an attack which you can set to 0 or 10. Again, that's just going to add in that initial attack on the volume on the amplifier circuit. So you can set it to 0 and have it be pretty instantaneous like this. Voices come on as soon as you strike the strings. If you increase the attack, it's going to give you more of a pad-like effect where it kind of swells up in volume as you start playing. And again, this is really great for big block chords and effects like that. The release is adjustable as well, and that's a global release. So whether you're on strings or human voice, it's going to affect everything. So I'm going to take that down to 0, and you'll hear the abruptness when I let go of the chord. It's over. If I increase that release, you're going to get a much more pad-like effect. And for chorus stuff like this, it's going to probably be more effective to leave that on between 8 to 10 most of the time if you're looking to do these really cool ambient type things. So here it is with a much longer release. let go, and you can still hear that sort of decay and fade away. So that's the human voice section. I think it's really awesome. For me, it's a toss-up between this and the Mellotron choirs if you're adding that to a really cool track for an effect. But the piece de resistance, the star of the show, is going to be the vocoder. So let's take a look at that next. All right, we're going handheld now. I am talking into a condenser mic, but unfortunately you can't use a condenser mic with the vocoder unit. So I've got this little gooseneck dynamic plugged into the back. Let's make sure it's on. It's on, which is good. I am going to take my vocal mic out of the equation, and I'm going to move over to the vocoder mic, and I'm going to engage the vocoder section, and we'll see what this thing sounds like. Hopefully we can get some cool robotic voices. So let's swing my vocal mic out of the way and get to the magic.
This is the vocoder. This is the vocoder. This is the vocoder. Robot voice. Robot voice. Robot voice.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor for this video, IK Multimedia, who provides the creator tools to help make these videos possible each and every month. Stay tuned in December as we give away a Washburn acoustic guitar and some IK creator tools to one lucky artist.